Hi, my name is Nafoxy. What I already did to this piece is I moved away a little bit from the edges, the little text on top left, because it was touching the edges when you are designing something, you don't want to do this to the texts because it gets too far away from the center and it's not taking too much attention, so you don't want to put your texts in the borders. Also because it gives a little rest for our vision, making it more pleasant for the eyes. Also, the circle, it's not right in the middle. Of course, you can put it downward, not in the middle, but on the left side we have more space between the circle and the border, when on the right side we have less. So that's very distracting, and I think it's a mistake that we can easily avoid with Photoshop. I don't know which software you're using, but we can use this tool to put things right in the middle, and we don't need to use our eyes and try, is it in the middle or not, and try to put with our hands. You can use this tool. It's much simpler, it's much more easy and correct, 100% correct, so you can just on it. I'm also decreasing the size of all this main thing, right? Because how I said, we don't want our text to touch the borders, and also the main thing like the beetle, we don't want it to touch the border, so I'm decreasing the size. We also can increase more the title doing this, and what I haven't done to this piece but you could is breaking the title in some parts, like 2 or 3, like take 2 and then in the bottom the stars, and then or like take to the and then stars. Like you can solve this problem, like when you want a title to be bigger, you can break it down so you can increase the size of the letters. Also, what I'm going to do to this piece is changing the entire background and removing all this weird texture, because I think it's a PNG or it could be a textured brush, but it doesn't matter what it is. This texture is not working, maybe because the texture we have on the beetle it's different, and we also have these waves in the vinyl disc, but it's not the exactly texture we would see in a vinyl. It looks like the waves of the ocean, so it looks like a globe, not a circle, a 2D shape like a vinyl. It looks more like the earth in itself than the vinyl, a vinyl earth version. I also thought about maybe changing the composition, making the vinyl a little bit tilted to the side so we could see something like this or like this, but maybe people would think about flat earth, and that's not a good idea maybe. So maintaining this round shape, it would give us thought, like, is it the earth or is it another thing? People could be more interested and think up more about our composition. What is exactly that we painted? So in the end, I just decided that how you made this, like the vinyl facing us in its round shape, it could be the best decision. Also, this painting is too much 2D. Maybe it's your style, and I like 2D drawings as well, but there are some lightening and shadowing effects, some visual effects that we have in real life, a lot of them in reality, but we can also use them, some of them, to increase some effects and some perceptions on our art. You can see in the process that I'm making a little border around the vinyl to make it a little more 3D and not just a flat circle and a flat black background. For the beetle as well, making a rim light, and also at the same time a reflection for its I don't know, skin? I don't know exactly the word for this, but also some reflections for the vinyl. And also a huge problem we have in this composition is because we have a lot of contrast everywhere. We don't have rest areas, like some areas that we can breathe, and we don't have like anything, almost anything. We have everything everywhere. Also, a huge problem we have in this composition, it's about the values. We can see that the beetle is too dark. We almost can't see it because it's too dark in this dark background. We have this text, this title in black and the white border, but it's not popping out too much. So what I'm doing is darkening a little bit in the bottom of the vinyl so we can pop out the title and also give us a little bit of rest in the right side. Also putting some interesting things like this bright shine purple on the left and putting it under the title there, up there, the Sunrise Records Dungan, whatever, putting under that text because it could drag our eyes to the entire piece and to there. I'm gonna show you what is in my vision, what is most important for me. So the title, of course, it's very important, Take to the Stars. Also the beetle and the top of the vinyl disc, the name of the band right in the middle, and also the text on top left. So everything else will be less important, less distracting, less contrast. Also less details. For these unimportant areas, I'm going to put our soft and lost edges. Also we have the hard edges that's going to be on the important areas. I don't know if you have heard about this concept. It's a very advanced thing. It's linked to brushwork. We don't need to learn too much about that in the beginning, but it's important, so take it in consideration for your next art piece. This is an example of lost soft and hard edges. So this is the result. I hope you learned valuable things and have a good day.